Hello sword friends, Alex here again. So in today's edition, we have a new sword. So to be specific, it's not just a new sword. It's upgraded version from the fittings you might get familiar with. This actually deals flower themed fittings, as you can see, but with a lot of upgraded features on it compared to the older version of the scent stopper flower themed pommel and also crossguard. We added the polish processing to the pommel and the crossguard to make it in those aesthetic views more beautiful and also more sturdy during the using. I know you guys love using the sword to do all those backyard cuttings. Durability is kind of important. I do get a lot of suggestions regarding like upgraded the hilt from the back before our silicon rubbers and also those vector to the genuine leather one. Now you have it. Now this is the genuine leather wrapped hilt, and now is a beautiful riser on the hilt to make it a really beautiful two-handed sword. Now the length you are looking at it already 30 centimeters. You at least have like 25 centimeters of those grip sections. Beautiful two-handed. And the crossguard here, I think better to step up to give you a close-up with this beautiful longsword to have a clear view of those pommels, hand stitching, genuine leather, and also the crossguard as well. Polished so well to have those mirror-like, right? So definitely it's a beautiful sword. Now, what's more important is the blade itself. To be specific, actually, judging from the OK shot typology, this is the 20A type blade. As you can see, it has like 3 fullers, 2 short, 1 long, and still made of spring steel to make it like really formidable. You can guess how formidable this can be in the cutting process, which later I'm gonna test it out. But I want you guys to give a closer look at this beautiful blade. We are making a lot of improvement on the blade geometry and everything, especially considering your cutting capabilities. Now, the blade length is already 90 centimeters, a very long sword and fairly heavy. The weight now without scabbard is already 1530 grams. So I do said before that the most comfortable weight which I use is under 1400 grams, but this one is 1530 grams. And with this heavy blade right there, the point balance is 14 centimeters. Yes, this sword is definitely designed for the cutting. And this is what we're gonna test it out using all those material we have here, using the most traditional way, tatami mat and bamboos and also other materials to test the limit of this formidable 20A type longsword. There's one important thing which mentioned by a lot of sword friends, which is the blade. Now, I take this blade as the example. Now, I'm not only bringing the sword, now I'm showing you the blade. I know lots of people concerned with the blade tail of any longsword we have here. Some people concerned about like the heat treatment and everything. Here's our principle and also philosophy when we design the sword. So this is definitely very thick, as you can see the tail right there. Definitely it can handle those heavy impacting, and also when you do all those cutting, you don't have to worry about getting hurt or the breakdown. So lots of people also give me suggestions like making a lot of the heat treatment on this. But here's the problem. When you do the heat treatment on the blade tails, it can be breakdown. So not just break down, it can be really dangerous, especially when you do all those cuttings. When it break down, it might hurt you. So that's why we control the heat treatment blade tail, and also we use the hammering, forging process to make sure it won't break down, but only bent. I'm just talking about those limitations like in severe scenarios when you do all the heavy cuttings. Let's say you just cut your sword with those metals and also those like a really chunk of the wood using it as a machetes. This could be a problem. You got a chance to see this blade in full face, right? So this is really important. The one thing needed to mention that the blade now I'm holding here is already like a 1030 grams, which I weighed about before. So pretty heavy duty. So let's see how it's gonna work out on the cutting capability. Let's take a look. All right, so I've set it up, the Tatami mat stand right there, which later I'm gonna test it out. But now I'm gonna have the paper in my hand to test the sharpness before I do all the cuttings. All right, so let's test it out. First move, right? Now I change another edge. So for the double edge, it both prove very sharp in cutting the papers, right? Now I'm doing this slowly. Wow, smooth as well. So this is one thing I need to mention, that every sword coming out from my factory is well sharpened. If you receive a not sharpened sword, talk to me, all right? So this is definitely not right. So I can get you fixed. Little bit failure. Never mind. Just need practice, but the sharpness is pretty good. This is what I can guarantee to you. If you're just judging by the surface of the tatami mat, it's pretty sharp. I cut a few times. Some of them are like a failure, but some of them are like a success. So this is definitely need more time to practice with this fairly heavier long sword. So this is my experience. I kind of like try to do different directions and different angles compared to the light sword, which I'm an amateur, so I need more time to practice to control the blade direction and also to control the vibrations of the longsword. But as you can see now, I'm making an example right there because the flex strength is pretty good here. Now, I'm just bending it over 40 degrees. Even the tip now in the wood, of course, the blade itself, the tip is enhanced. You don't have to worry about. The tip is enhanced, so you don't have to worry like the back road of the tip. And also there's no chipping on the blade cutting the tatami mat. Now I'm just using my hand to wipe off a little bit. Now, wow. Dry bamboo is dry bamboo, huh? It kind of break. Now, I'm showing the bamboo first. It kind of break in the middle. It's not a success, but that's how I do the test here. You see the cut through right there. Now you can see, right? Now we check the blade. This is the impacting area. I'm just using my hand to swipe just to feel it. There's no back roads. But first thing first, this is not like a secondary bevel edge sharpness. All right, so I want you to remember this. But other than that, the blade, hold it, pretty good. The edge rotation, no problem. This is rinse steel. That's the beauty part of it. All right, so let's get more bamboos to cut it. Second try, not success, and still there's no blade chipping on the edge. Let's continue. It breaks through. Still, the drum bamboo is really hard. Man, check this out. Let's check the blade. All right. I know there's basically like a no beautiful in my performance and also in my position, but look at the beautiful edge right there. no chipping after 3 travels of drum bamboo. You can hear all those crackling and everything, right? So I'm telling you, this is real stuff. So still I'm trying to push the limit of this beautiful sword. Heavy duty, this is what I call it. No rattlings, right? Still have like a really beautiful like alignment, even though I do the bendings 45 degrees already. The tip right there, still very sharp. There we go. See that? Thrusting powers, no problem. Fully tatami mat. Really easy to maneuver, all right, to control the direction, everything. Like what I said, the point of balance is a 14 centimeter, more designed for a cutting, but in thrusting, longsword can do the job, definitely. So, right after we got in those tatami mat, I basically use 3 rolls to test it out, to practice actually, just to test the limit and also the controllabilities and also the maneuverabilities of this beautiful longsword. But for me, I need more practice for sure. All right, so this is really a heavy duty longsword you can get on the market, especially from Swordier. But right after those drum bamboos and also the tatami mat, let's see the sharpness still hold up right there. So this is what I'm gonna test it out right after those heavy cuttings. All right, as you can see, it's still damn sharp, right? Now I'm changing another edge. Pretty good. Now I'm going forward. Straight lines. All right, so basically this is a very well sharpened longsword, especially with this new blade type XXa. And also this is really a new product in Swordier's medieval longsword lines as well. So definitely it's a good for the collection. And of course, it can also be a really durable longsword in your backyard cutting. So in conclusion, we have those upgraded crossguard polish. Still we keep those flawless same on the crossguard and also on the fishtail pommel right there. Very beautiful. Also we upgraded the hilt with the genuine leather, as you can see hand stitching right there. Even for the blade setting, I'm not sure if I show it to you already. Now I think you can take a closer look here from the blade setting right there. Well stated right there, and you see the whole face of the blade without all of the fittings, crossguard without the hilt and also without the pommel. You see how the blade tail is showed up, and you can definitely use it to play it for fun. Even though after all those heavy cuttings I tested here, you don't hear any rattling sound. All right, so this is definitely a durable longsword. I can recommend to you if you are into, especially into the XXa type of longsword. Now you have another choice from Swordier. All right, so that's pretty much everything. I hope you guys enjoy it, and also forgive me on all those cutting techniques and also my position information for those cuttings. All right, I need to practice, and I hope you guys, when you have the sword, you can practice, have fun with it. That's the most important part of when we have the sword, right? So that's pretty much everything. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay sharp and stay tuned.